Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sharing with you 8 things that you need to do immediately after you board a Carnival cruise ship.
Yeah, there's a lot to do right when you get on, and it's kind of an exciting time, but there are some things you should take care of right away, or you're going to get beat to the punch by your fellow cruisers. And the first of those is to check your dining table and reservation. If you have a set dining time, you want to go right to that dining room, check where that table is. Sometimes it's a table for 2, and it's like 3 inches from someone else. And that's really a table for 4. Sometimes you'll have a really nice table right next to a window for 2 people. So if you go there and you look and it's not what you want, the maitre d' is almost always there right when people are getting on board, and they will switch you to a better table just like that. If you try to wait later, like a couple days later, you go to dinner the first night, it's like, it's not what we wanted, you try to switch then, all the good ones are going to be taken.
It's going to be a lot harder to do, if at all.
Yeah, so you don't want to wait to do that. The second thing you really want to do is check and see how firm your mattress is.
Yes. So if they do tend to be more on the firm side on cruise ships than on the soft side. So if you're looking for something a little bit softer, this is the time. Check it right away. If it feels good, then that's fine. If it feels a little bit too firm for you, then make sure you let your room attendant know when they come by, because there is a topper that they could put on it, and they can put that on for you then the first time that they make your bed, and you will hopefully be able to enjoy your sleep a little bit more on the cruise.
Yeah, that is an important one. Next one is going to be to make sure your Wi-Fi is working, because if it's not working properly and you can't get it going and you have to go to the internet desk, that's probably the longest and the worst wait on the cruise ship that you can have, is trying to like stand in the internet line, because nobody can get their device working and it's really hard. They got to do each person. It's like a 10-15 minute ordeal to get it working. So yeah, make sure it's working so that if you have to get in the internet line, you can go right away. Most of the time it will work. Just log on and check. And to go along with that, right when you do that, don't forget at that point you should be putting your phone in airplane mode.
Definitely, you do not. You've probably even seen or heard horror stories of parents whose teenagers did not put their phone on airplane mode, or kids, and really had quite a few charges rack up pretty quickly, because the international waters charges are not like those on land. It's a lot more money, so make sure you put it on airplane mode. Save yourself some cash.
Next one is going to be to make your specialty dining reservations.
Yes, these go really quickly, actually, surprisingly, because most of the specialty restaurants are not huge. They only have so many seatings because they're only open for the specialty part for dinner. So make sure, if you haven't already booked it when you checked in, then make sure that you book them first thing when you get on, because there will be more seating times available as well once you check onto the cruise ship. So check that as well. If you didn't get the time that you wanted and you did book, then check also and make sure if any earlier times have opened up as well.
Yeah, one that tends to fill up really quickly is the teppanyaki, because it's just kind of a one-time show and everyone's kind of around a little table, and there's not very many tables, 3 or 4 tables usually per ship. So if you're going to do the teppanyaki, I would make sure to get that one pretty quickly. Next one we've got is one that people don't really know about a lot, and on a lot of ships they have late night childcare for date night. So it can be like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can have your kid in the late night thing. There is an extra fee for that, but it will fill up because they only take so many kids. They don't want to have the room full of kids. So if you want to have a special date night and do something one night, go right away to the children's program and find out what are the nights for the date nights. Go ahead and reserve one. Check your kids into that if you want, and go ahead and reserve that.
Exactly. And speaking of checking in online earlier, if you have ordered things like the water package, and sometimes you can even order sodas, different things like that, if you ordered something beforehand, make sure those things are in your room. If they're not, check with your room attendant. Let them know, hey, look, I ordered this. It's not in the room yet. I just want to make sure that I'm getting that. So check on that, because you paid for it, so make sure that you receive what you paid for.
Yeah, we have had a couple times, I think, on ships where we ordered the water and it wasn't in our room, or we ordered something else and it wasn't there. you just have to double check everything. Whatever you do, if it's not there, don't go somewhere and reorder it, because then you'll have 2 orders floating around. Because trust me, if it's not in your room, they did charge you for it. So they will charge you again, and then you'll have to go get 1 charge taken off the bill. That's going to be a whole mess.
It's a whole thing.
So just go make sure that what you've ordered is there, and you'll be good to go. Another thing that we like to do right away is to go take a tour of the spa area.
Mm-hmm.
I know Allie likes to do this quite a bit. So why do you go tour the spa right away?
Well, it's because I love the thermal suite, so I always want to go see what it's like, because if it looks good enough, we usually book that for the whole cruise. And it's gotten to the point now where actually they limit how many people can purchase the thermal suite passes. So if you go at the very beginning, you'll definitely be on that list of people who can purchase it, or you know, you'll either be placed on a waiting list, or they'll just say, sorry, we've already sold out.
Yeah, and one of the reasons we do that is, for some reason, there are very few good tours online of thermal suites. People just tend to not go film that, and so a lot of times we'll get on a ship and there's no way to know whether it's good or not, so you do actually have to go check it out. You could save yourself that time if it's a ship that we've been on. We always make a tour of the thermal suite, so like the Carnival Mardi Gras, Carnival Magic, things like that. We're going to have a full thermal suite tour on there, which you can save yourself the time of the spa tour, because other than seeing the thermal suite, the rest of the spa tour is kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, it's just massage rooms, treatment rooms. That part's not very exciting, the actual spa.
Yeah.
We go to see the thermal suite.
And it's just a long list of people
yeah.
who are trying to sell you something that you may not actually want.
Yes, you know, if you've done it before, you know, you go to like each presentation for like acupuncture and manicures, pedicures, the hair salon, the, you know, different massages that you can do. Now, sometimes though, it is good to do, because you can they'll do like a free massage at the very end, like a teaser or a taster for like 5 minutes or something, and that's actually worth going through it, especially on embarkation day when you're exhausted. Might not be a bad idea to do, but they do also offer that different times in the cruise as well, so make sure you check your notes that they give you each day, or look in the app when they're offering those free tasters, because it is nice to get those, you know, those little massages, even if it's for like 5 minutes, because they're professional. They know how to, you know, really relax you in just a few moments, because they want you to want to get the massage, so it's going to be good.
Next one is to do the safety drill. This is something nobody likes to do, but
no one likes it.
Just go ahead and get it over with. Do it immediately. Get it done. Go to the muster station. Check in on the things on your phone.
And with Carnival, it's super easy, because you just watch the video in the app for each person in your cabin. You guys just watch it, check it off. You don't have to take your life vest with you. Leave it in your room. Go to your muster station, and then they just swipe your card and give you a quick presentation on how to put the life jacket on. Super quick, super easy, and you don't have to wait for everyone to get there. It's just, you know, as people arrive, they do it, you scan, and you're right back out. It literally will take like 5 minutes. So don't miss out on that, because they will not set sail if everybody on board has not done that, and you don't want to be the person whose name they're calling out at the end. So that's pretty much it, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, leave us any comments below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.